Hi everyone, in this lesson we're going to use our CG50 calculators to do some more binomial probability simulations. So let's take a look at what we're doing in this first one. We need two random samples, 25 items in each sample. It's a binomial distribution, n equals 30, and the probability of success is 0.7. So we could begin by going, let's have a look here. We would want options, probability, random, and it's a binomial distribution, so F4 for binomial. Now we begin by telling the calculator how many trials there are in the experiment. There are 30, and every trial has a 0.7 chance of success. If I simply did that, I get a single outcome. So on the first experiment, there were 23 successes out of 30. But I needed to do 25 repetitions of this experiment. So I'll put a comma and a 25, and this time my calculator generates a list for me. That first entry there of 20 means that there were 20 successes out of 30 trials in that first experiment. The next one means 21 successes out of 30 trials. And if I continue along here, I should find there are 25 entries in this list because I repeated the experiment 25 times. So there's my list. It's just sitting there in memory at the moment. It would be better if I had typed this formula, then gone store in list 1. That's now stored, and I can access that from the Stats app. There they are. And this is where I'm going to use this to draw a histogram of the samples. So I'll go to the graphing app, check the settings. My first stat graph is a histogram using list 1. That's what I want. So I'll go to graph 1. Now because this was 30 trials, it's binomial, then I probably don't want to have a start of 1.5. The expected value of this, 0.7 of 30, is 21. Now of course there'll be some higher and some lower. I might start from about 12.5, and I'll have a width of 0.5 because these are going up in whole numbers. Let's see how that looks. Okay, so each of these little blocks then represents the outcomes of this experiment. That's a reasonable little histogram. Now I wanted to find the mean and standard deviation of these samples. So on the stats menu I can then find the mean was 21.56, pretty close to the expected value of 21, and the standard deviation is 2.9. Now I'm supposed to do this twice and compare the samples. So to do that a second time, I would literally go back to my main menu. I would simply repeat that calculation. There's the new list. And now I would go to my stats app, do the graph again. Yep, histogram using list 1. Draw the graph. Did I say width of 0.5? I should have said a width of 1. Not sure what I was thinking then. That looks a bit better. So there's my histogram. That's 11, 12, 13, 14. So 15 is the lowest. Then no 16s, lots of 17s. There's an 18, no 19s, some 20s, lots of 21s. Let's check the variables. Again, there's the mean. There's the standard deviation of the sample distribution. Each of these, remember, was a sample of 25. It was 25 samples, but there were 30 trials in each one. So that's how you do those. Thanks for watching.